Do you have trouble focusing? Do you have a short attention span? Are we turning back into fish? De-evolving? Oi! Don't cut me off like that, that's rude. And I was just talking about... Okay, stop. I'll get on with it. In the year 1999, the artist, then known as Prince, formerly Kenny Woods, and before that, Australian Information Commissioner Timothy Pilgrim, organised a very special party, and everything was fine. But just a year later, in 2000 Party Over Oops Out of Time, research by a completely unknown company called Microsoft placed the average human attention span at 12 seconds. 13 years later, that number had fallen to 8 seconds. And now it must be like 4 seconds or something? If you think like maths and numbers and... Either way, our attention spans for some reason seem to be getting shorter and shorter. To put this into context, a goldfish has an attention span of 9 seconds. We are less attentiony than a fish. So, can you stop floundering and swim against the current trends? Can you put up with these fish puns long enough to listen to the message in this video? Let's take a deep dive into this with a quick fact attack supported by attention grabbing but free, because I can't afford to buy high quality stock footage.
In the past, we were fish. We got bored of that, left the water and became people, ate mud, wore tattered rags, went outside and looked at stuff because we didn't have the internet. Or if we did, we used it sparingly because it wasn't that great. Now, people eat plant-based mud, wear designer torn jeans and sit indoors because the internet is freaking amazing. So, what is our future? Mud turned to dust, jeans made out of plant-based beans, plugged into a network which creates the Terminator.
I'll be back.
We can't fight because we've turned back into fish. Is that what you want?
Though if we did turn back into fish, at least we'd be able to swim against the rising sea levels.
But you can't blame technology. It's the person, not the tool. You shouldn't blame the tool. It's about the person, how the person uses it, not the tool. It's the person, you're the thing.
Well, guns. Right? Australia had loads of guns, and then they had a shooting. So the Australian government said,
No more guns.
so they took the guns away, and guess what? There weren't any more shootings. So, less guns, less probability of gun-related crime. It's maths again.
Yeah, but like you can't take away my technology?
Well, I can, and I will. Okay, I can't. Technology is useful and fun, but here's some things to consider. Let's talk about the Microsoft report. Having read the entire 54-page document,
I did!
Anyway, in the report designed to investigate you, the consumer, the following things caught my attention. Technology behaviours were described as addictive. Though addictive behaviour is more prevalent in young people, it's not just affecting young people. Hey, I'm not that old. Companies like Microsoft are now targeting our perceived short attention span by designing more clickbaity, attention-grabbing tricks. And there was a scary sounding quote from Satya Nadella, the chief executive officer of Microsoft, who said, "The true scarce commodity of the near future will be human attention." You see it in the press, attention-grabbing headlines. You see it in our politics, scary short slogans, interview attacks looking for a quick soundbite rather than in-depth discussion. You see statements and exclamation marks, boring facts collapsing all around because it's more exciting to listen to sensational sounding stuff. The world is flat. Trump is the lizard being from the planet Zar.
Fake news.
We're all turning back into fish. Oh, no, that was me. I did that one. And then you go to YouTube Relax and everyone's making crazy intros and videos about how you have to hook your audience and keep their attention and get clicks and even more clicks. Okay, maybe I am a bit bitter because everyone keeps telling me my intros are way too long and boring and maybe a bit creepy. But could our time impatience have more serious problems? Addiction is defined as a chronic, relapsing disorder characterized by compulsive drug seeking and use despite adverse consequences. It's considered a brain disorder because it involves functional changes to brain circuits involved in reward, stress, and self-control. So, are you addicted? First, check your phone usage. How many times are you looking at your phone in the day? Are you doing it at times when you shouldn't be, when you should be working and doing other things? And also, then try not having your phone for 24, 48 hours and see how you feel. If it's easy, you could probably say you're not addicted to your phone. If it's not easy, then you'll probably have to reevaluate your relationship with technology. Has communication got worse?
Shall I compare thee to a summer's day? Thou art more lovely and more temperate.
And whilst emojis and images are great, and they do say a picture is worth 1,000 words, are you using that picture to communicate more effectively, or is it a way out of spending more time writing back to somebody? So consider this. Next time your friend has a problem, try the following things. Listen for longer. Ask more questions before you come to a conclusion or offer advice, and notice if you have an undying urge to talk or a desire to look at your phone instead.
When I was a young man, many years ago, I had a paper round which earned me 10 English pounds, and I would take my money and travel to Brighton on the magic train, where I would buy myself, and I could only afford one music album. And I would take that album back home, and I would put it in my gramophone, and I would listen to it over again. And at first, I had one or two songs that I really liked, but then over time, I began to appreciate the story of the album, and appreciate the other songs within it, even some that I didn't even like at first. Now there's a message in here somewhere to do with the topic of today's video, but that escapes me.
Does that make sense? Looking at longer processes rather than quick instant gratification, spending more time with things might give us more? I don't know. But let's try the Dan's special album technique that I just made up.
Imagine your day is like a music album. Pick 10 things that you do in the day. These are your 10 songs. List them out, then pick one song to work on. So, for example, brushing your teeth, a daily habit we do on autopilot. Step 1. Make sure you don't have your phone and any other devices on. And step 2. Try mindfulness. At its core, mindfulness involves cultivating a non-judgmental awareness of the present moment, including your thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and the surrounding environment. It encourages you to be fully present and engaged in your experiences, rather than being consumed by worries about the past or future. You consciously pay attention to the present moment with curiosity and acceptance, a kind of heightened focus. So, deep breath. Bring this heightened attention to brushing your teeth. Slow down and notice the sensation. Can you improve what you are doing? If your mind starts to wander, refocus it on what you're doing now. Maintain an attitude of curiosity. Notice, where does your mind start to wander, and then try and refocus it on what you are doing. Your goal is to extract more value from brushing your teeth by focusing more attention on it. Alright, obviously it's difficult to apply this to everything you do in the day, #slothlife, but by being mindful at least once a day, you may be able to train your mind to be more focused.
In summary, surfing the net is great, but it's easy to get caught in it like little fishes. Boredom, like sadness, is a necessary important state of being, and constant gratification, like drugs, means you have to keep doing it and doing it and doing it in order to stay happy, which is not good in the long term. So, test yourself. Why don't you watch one of my other videos with very long-winded introductions, and if you can get through that, you're cured. Alright, that's probably a bit of a big ask. Maybe just leave a comment on this video and then switch off your phone and take a break. And I'll see you next time. If you watched this far, thanks for coming. Goodbye. Wow, you stayed to the end. Okay, here's a special treat.
I'm hooked on fishing. I'm not squidding when I say I love fishing. I'm not one to carp on about things, but I really need to catch something. Well, it's official. That fish is so classy. He's like so fish-dicated. Make sure you tune in next time. That should be a bit more Italian. Make sure you tune in the next time. Huh? My family.